This is KARE 11 News Sunrise.
Are you looking for a fun new way to entertain at your next big event?
Dave Bergren always is, so he's going to tell us about Games to You. It's a big truck full of games comes to you. Check it out later on. And Dave Bergren is right outside our backyard this morning. Hi, Dave.
Good morning, Kim and Tim. Yes, we've brought the party to our own parking lot. Coming up in a little bit, find out about a unique business to Minnesota called Games to You. It brings the party right to your house. We've got the details coming up in just a little bit.
And Dave Bergren might have a great idea if you have a big event coming up. Are you going to play, Dave?
Of course, Kim and Tim. Good morning, by the way. Yeah, I'm playing Rock Band here in our own parking lot. You can see the truck and the trailer pulled up from the company called Games to You, a very unique company, unique to the Twin Cities. I'm taking on the owner, Jim, here, and a little guitar here, a little rock band. Of course, we're going to find out what Giant Noses are doing in our parking lot as well. Interesting idea, interesting concept coming up on KARE 11 Sunrise.
You can call it fun on four wheels.
Yeah, thanks to one local entrepreneur, your next birthday party, whatever occasion, brought right to your doorstep. Dave Bergren out in our backyard in the KARE 11 parking lot with a business that's rather unique to the Twin Cities area. Good morning, Dave.
Yeah, good morning, Kim and Tim. It's called Games to You. It's mobile entertainment, mobile activities brought right to your kid's birthday party, your corporate event, your nonprofit function. Games to You, really high-tech gaming, all in a truck and a trailer. And we've invited them out to our parking lot. We said, we got to take a look at this. We've got to see this, and we've got to meet the owner, Jim Sadlovsky from Inver Grove Heights. Jim, come on out here. He's just hanging out at 5:45 in the morning in a giant inflatable hamster ball. No big deal at all. Again, Jim Sadlovsky's got an interesting story. He spent 20 years in the corporate world and decided, you know what, I'm getting out of it. I'm trying something new. How did you decide that this was kind of a new venture to try out?
Right. Lots of mental preparation, Dave, and you know, the timing was right. Just looking for the right opportunity, and when I saw Games to You, we just moved. We moved fast.
You switched industries completely. You were a certified inspector with refineries and nuclear plants,
Correct.
And now you're doing kids' birthday parties and corporate functions. Kind of a risky move, too.
It was a little risky, but it's all fun and games.
All right, so tell us a little bit about what you got here at Games to You. First of all, a giant hamster ball. This has got to be fun for the kids.
Absolutely. This is one of our most popular items right here. It's fun for all ages. I think the oldest person we've had in there is 78 years old.
That's pretty cool. Now you have Giant Noses in our parking lot. What's going on with Giant Noses?
Sure, it's an exclusive game to Games to You. It's like hilarious dodgeball. You just flick boogers at each other.
All right. So it's called Booger Wars, and so basically kids compete against each other and who can stuff the other team's noses the most. Okay, so that's impressive. And then of course this truck and trailer full of high-tech video games. Of course, you just pull right up and you got to be the most popular person at the party.
Oh, they love us. The only time they get disappointed is when we leave.
Okay. All right. So anyway, Kim and Tim, I'm going to try out a couple of these activities coming up a little bit later in the show. And feel free, Tim, if you want to come out here and take me on in Rock Band, I mean, feel free. The parking lot is ours this morning. But again, it's Games to You, games2you.com. Is that the website? Games2you.com. We'll have more information at KARE11.com. But an interesting, unique business venture for a local guy, bringing it to the Twin Cities here. And it's the first of its kind here in Minnesota. Kim and Tim?
I really do want to see you in that hamster ball.
Yeah.
All right, fine. That's what you want. Okay.
That's what we want.
You rolling in the hamster ball down Highway 55, that would be golden in Golden Valley.
Or at least in the parking lot.
Okay,
Yes,
not
exactly.
Highway 55. It's probably not street legal, is
Probably
it?
not.
Thanks, Dave.
And it's a party bus for all ages. Dave Bergren's going to show us inside and outside the Games to You van. Go, Dave, go!
Yeah, video games on the inside of this truck and video games on the outside of this truck. We've got a truck and a trailer in our own parking lot, part of a whole new, unique business model in the Twin Cities. We got the story coming up.
Perhaps we should all go out there and play some video games.
That would be fun.
Kind of lonely out there.
Dave Bergren live in our backyard with the business that's bringing all types of video games right to your doorstep.
Yeah, good morning, Kim and Tim. Yeah, we're out in the parking lot here. Games to You has brought literally games to us. One local entrepreneur here in the Twin Cities thinks this is the next big idea, bringing games to parties and corporate events. He thinks he picked the right idea. I'm playing Booger Wars with our producer, Seth, out here. There it is, Booger Wars. Who guessed it? We got more coming up in a little bit, guys.
All right, well, that means that even your video games could someday be floating around in the clouds.
Like our heads on occasion. But if you're looking for something here on Earth, Games to You might be the thing for you. Dave Bergren's been in our parking lot this morning. He's been testing out some of these games with a local entrepreneur who's kind of taken it to a new level as to in your house. It's called Games to You. Hi, Dave.
Good morning, Kim and Tim. Yeah, Games to You really will bring the party right to your doorstep for nonprofit functions, corporate events, kids' birthday parties. Really, this truck and trailer pulls up to a kid's birthday party. Really, they become really the hit and the focus of the party. Video games on the inside, video games on the outside, plus a lot of crazy, wacky games. But really, there's a side story to this whole thing. This is Jim Sadlovsky. Jim, you're from Invergrove Heights. You spent 20 years in the corporate world and said, you know what, I want to be my own boss, try something totally different. How did you take that leap?
A lot of mental preparedness and just making sure, do that gut check. And when I was ready to go, I just make that leap.
Yeah, and a lot of people probably maybe are in your shoes and say, I want to try something totally new in my career. And you finally said, now's the right time. Why did you think this was a good venture to start?
We were looking for something that would work in a down economy, and we knew that people will spend money on kids' birthday parties, and people always need to unwind, so community events or anywhere, we knew it would be a good business for it.
You did your research, you left 20 years in the corporate world and said, now's the time to jump.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit about Games to You and kind of and how it's been going this past year. You've been doing this for about a little over a year now.
Correct, yeah, it's going as planned, and with any business, it takes time to ramp it up, and you got to be prepared and be able to weather the storm with winters here in Minnesota and things like that, but it's just a business that you have to work it and work it hard if you're going to make it go.
Yeah, again, video games on the inside, video games on the outside. I was playing Booger Wars earlier. When you show up to a birthday party, you're immediately the hit, right?
Oh yeah, they love us all the time. It's except when we leave.
That's exactly it. Games2U.com. Games2U.com. Really one of the only ones like this, really in the state of Minnesota and some of the surrounding states as well. We'll have a little bit more information if you want to bring Games to You to your function, event, or party on KARE11.com. But we've been having some fun taking a look at an interesting Minnesota company here in the parking lot. Kim and Tim.
All right, David. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.